Hello, and welcome back to When the Cookie Crumbles. I'm so excited to be here. I am Susan Reddick, and I am your host. And this show is about real people, real situations. And today I'm super excited because we have Cece Teneal, my little sister, superstar. I mean, just everything wrapped up into one. Hello, Cece.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here, Susan. Thank you so much for having me.
So tell the people who you are.
My name is Cece Teneal. I am a singer, songwriter, event producer from Orlando, Florida. Born and raised here, but I currently travel all over the world and the nation doing an Aretha Franklin tribute show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had the fortunate opportunity of traveling to over 46 countries singing blues and soul music. So
you just got back from Italy or someplace,
yeah,
right?
this summer I spent the summer in Europe.
Oh my
Did
God.
6 countries there, so super excited about everything that's happening right now.
That's like a dream job. I would just travel around and wake up and sing. That would be great.
Yeah.
For me. Okay, so you kind of told them what you do.
Yeah.
You are a performer
Mm-hmm.
and you produce. You produce a lot of things.
I do.
Not just singing shows.
No, I produce festivals. I produce podcasts. I assist a lot of small businesses with their branding and different opportunities for growth and expansion.
So marketing too. You dabble in marketing
So I
too.
dabble in a little bit of everything. I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur, so I like to use all of my skills that
God
I have
has blessed you with.
that God has blessed me with, but also that I've accumulated over the years
Yes.
to be able to forward small businesses, push them forward. So, yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, I want to ask you some basic questions, but I want you to expound on them. Okay.
All right.
So, being a singer,
Mhm.
what do you think has been your biggest challenge?
Susan, if I'm 100% honest, I think that my biggest challenge has been authenticity.
Okay.
Right.
So expound on that a little bit
So
more.
I feel like a lot of artists that come into the industry, they strive so hard on being what they think the industry wants.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm finding is that the more authentic I am, the more people gravitate to my energy because they feel like it's real. And I struggle with that because I've always tried to do what I thought the industry wanted or what I thought everybody wanted to see me do. She needs to be a soul singer. She needs to be a gospel singer. She needs to do this. She needs to do that. I've done that for so long, but what I'm finding is that authenticity, getting to that place of authenticity is actually affording me the opportunity to grow my career more because more people gravitate towards you being just a real down home person.
Okay. That's exciting. I mean, because you're not the typical, like the industry will tell you that you have to have blonde hair, blue eyes, be a size
No,
2.
honey, I'm plus size.
Okay.
All
Hold it down for us, okay?
All the way country. I feel like a lot of times on stage we're caused or forced to be so polished.
Mm-hmm.
They want us to be so perfect. But what I'm learning is that as I go out amongst the world, people like my Southern dialect.
Yeah.
They like that I am funny. I don't have to be so polished and I don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
That goes back to that authenticity of being a real person. People want somebody that they can relate to. People want somebody that they feel like they already know. They want to feel like they know you. That's what the connection comes.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of my thing now.
I mean, you make me feel that way because when you're performing, I almost think I can do some of those dance moves.
Well, you
doing.
can.
I'm
You
serious.
can.
You be breaking it down and getting on down. And I think I can do it, but no, my knees start giving out. Okay, but I mean, and then it's so funny too because you're everyone's girlfriend. My husband's so funny. I had to tell y'all this. Whenever she's performing, he's all standing up, and I have to like kind of elbow him and say, "Hey, look here, buddy, you're with me," because he's so into the stage that he has forgotten that he's on a date night with me.
Listen, the thing about being on stage is that an old lady told me this one time. She said the women should want to be you,
Mm-hmm.
and the men should want you.
Oh, I like that.
And so what I try to do is I try to make sure, but what she was really saying is that you should be relatable from the stage.
Yes.
Right? So you should be relatable off the stage and from the stage. So if people can't connect with you or you can't make them laugh while you're on the stage, then you're doing something absolutely wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna go home. You done energized me. I'm going home and try some of those moves tonight. Yeah. With my husband, okay? All right. All right, so now I want to ask you, with everything you've been through, if you could go back and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell her to help propel her to where you are even further right
Can
now?
I cuss?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Just say you're a cussing Christian.
I'm a
If you
cussing
give that
Christian.
disclaimer, you can do it. Okay.
I'm a cussing Christian. I would tell her to do her.
Mhm.
I would say, Cece, do you, and don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Don't worry about what anybody else wants you to do. Do you. That's it. Those were the 2 words. Do you. Because nobody can do you better than you can do you.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else like you. You're special. That's what I would say. You do you. You're special. You're important. You're valuable. That's what I would do. I struggled so long with self-esteem issues and not able to be a plus-size woman in the music industry, and voice being too big for soul music, or for R&B music. Your voice not being big enough for soul music. Okay, maybe you should try blues because that's where your voice fits in. Versus just doing what I wanted to do. And that way people would be able to relate to me. So that's what I would tell my 18-year-old self, my 9-year-old self, my 12-year-old self, 16, all of them. I would say, little girl, do you.
Okay. You got me energized. I feel like I can do anything. I'm telling you.
I had a couple people in the last few days tell me, they said, Cece, your energy is infectious.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I only got there because I embraced who I am 100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about the world, right? Because I know that I have a purpose here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that every step is ordained. So as when I stopped worrying about the world and started keeping my eyes on the prize, on what God wanted me to do, that's when I became this light, this ball of energy, this thing that people feel like they need to take with them. When I stopped worrying about people, that's when I really was able to walk fully into my destiny.
Okay, now that's going to lead me into my next question.
Come on with it, Susan.
I want to know about some of those challenges that you had as a musician, as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was your biggest obstacle and challenge that you had?
The biggest obstacle that I had, I would have to say, was acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when I say acceptance, I mean getting people to understand who I was.
Okay.
But then again, I know I'm sounding redundant, but it goes right back to being authentic because I wasn't my real self.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't my real authentic self. And so people could feel that there was nothing that caused them to gravitate towards me being real because I wasn't real.
Okay. Well, I want to go into something that we got big going on, but my last thing I want to ask you about, if you could give a little girl out there or a young guy, someone that wants to be a singer in the church, just singing her heart out or whatever, and what would be the nugget you tell her? What's some advice you could tell that person so she could follow her dream?
I would tell him, her, I would say, don't let anybody stop you. Okay. Don't let anybody change your mind about who you're going to be.
Yeah.
Right? I would say, don't stop. Keep going. And here's the number one. Get with some people that know what they're doing, mm-hmm. because you don't know what you're doing.
I always got a group of people around me that's smaller than me, okay? I mean, I know a lot about business, but I don't know
be afraid
to
ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help because you don't know everything.
I always
don't be afraid to
ask
do
a 10-year-old if you need to have something technical done. You know
right,
what I'm saying? They'll do it in 10 minutes, okay?
Right.
Well, you know what, Cece? You're a big deal. And I know I said a lot, but you are a big deal, okay? And you're getting ready to embark on something that is so cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is your 20th year?
My 20th year doing music.
I mean, making a living.
Yeah.
Paying the bills.
Hey.
That means that's a big thing. Okay. So, I mean, if you're not from here, but the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center is that's the biggest thing we have here. Mm-hmm. And tell everybody what you're getting ready to do.
So in honor of my 20 years, I am putting on a big concert in the Steinmetz Hall at Dr. Phillips Center. And it is entitled Icons, because I feel like once you get to a place of 20 years, you're considered an icon. Your heart makes you iconic. The roads you pave for other people make you iconic. And so that's why this concert is called Icons. And it's called that not only for myself, but because I'm also honoring 10 pioneers for arts preservation.
Oh, so you're gonna honor other people?
Yes, 10
Okay.
people, because I feel like a lot of times people's names aren't called enough.
Yeah.
Right? And so because their names aren't called enough, sometimes I feel like my name ain't called enough.
Yeah, and you know
But
what? And if you don't mind, you know, maybe the next one you can put my name in too, because I'm still waiting on my award for something.
But I say that because I feel like if I have the opportunity
Yes.
to use my platform to honor some people
Yes.
that have paved the way for others, which makes them iconic, I'm going to use my platform to do that. So that is what we're doing on September 17th
Yes.
at the Dr. Phillips Center for Performing Arts, the brand new Steinmetz Hall.
This
is going to be a concert like you've never heard of, y'all. This is myself with my band Soul Commotion, with background singers. But let me tell you what we're adding, Susan.
What?
We're adding a 45-piece orchestra.
Oh, this is gonna be high
and
class.
a 30-piece choir.
High class.
Okay, and we're asking everybody to come fabulous, darling,
fabulous.
in your gowns
Down
and
to the
tuxedos
floor.
To the floor.
So this is a red carpet affair.
We're not going to call it red carpet, but we're going to call it a formal event. It is the black tie function.
Same thing to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and you can get your tickets at ccesicons.com. You can also go directly to the Dr. Phillips Center if you'd like, but we want to see everybody there. Come and join us as we celebrate the arts. We celebrate all different ethnicities. We celebrate diversity. We celebrate women. We celebrate arts pioneers. We're celebrating on September 17th. So won't you join us?
Amen. I feel like we just had church there, y'all. Hey, you know, I'm excited about this because we need to do more things like this.
Yes, we do.
Where we're going to come out. We're going to be dressed up in our black tie and our formal gown. And we're going to show everybody, we're going to show Orlando and the world how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I want everyone to go to, give that
ccesicons.com. ccesicons.com.
Get a ticket. We deserve this. You deserve this. A good night out. And come out and support the arts. I want you to support Cece Teneal. And Cece, I thank you so much for being here today. This was so exciting. She's like one of my personal little heroes here. So, and my little sister. So I'm Susan Reddick. This is When the Cookie Crumbles. I gotta say this one more time. Support this show because this is major. This little black girl, homegrown, raised right here, is gonna sell out the Steinmetz Hall at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts. Any last words? How can
No, that's it. You can find me on social media. Everything is at Cece Teneal. It's very, very simple. If you hit me up, I will reply. And if I can't answer your question, somebody from my team will reply. But don't hesitate to contact me because just yesterday I helped the lady. She couldn't navigate the Dr. Phillips Center site herself, and I helped her navigate it just because I want to make sure that everybody that wants to be there, everybody that has a desire to be there, can be there.
Well, Richard's Reddick Realty, we're going to be in the house.
I know, that's right.
I'm excited. Well, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to stop it right there.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining me. I mean, I'm just super excited about this. I don't know what else to say about selling out. I mean, I've always wanted to be a singer, you know, and just to know that you did this on your own.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, it's really big a performer. You know, you make it look easy too.
Thank you.
So thank you, Cece Teneal.
My pleasure.
We will see you on September 17th, right here in Orlando, Dr. Phillips Steinmetz Hall. Cece Teneal, icon.
ccesicons.com.
All right, that's it. I'm Susan Reddick. I'll see you next week on When the Cookie Crumbles. Thank you so much.